What's going on, everyone? HyperShatic46 coming here with you with another dueling lesson. Now, you're probably wondering, HyperShatic, dude, what the hell, man? Like, how come you're so energetic all of a sudden? How come you're not always monotone? Sorry about that. I was just tired any other time I was recording, but now I just got home from school, got some good trades in, and now, as always, I told you guys I made a promise that when I get a fusion monster and a polymerization, I would show you guys how to do fusions. So, without further ado, let's get on with the lesson. So, one thing to note, fusion monsters, they sort of look like trap cards. You know, they are purple-ish. The difference between them and a trap card is that, you know, a trap card is more or less just a lighter shade of purple. Sorry, I'm being so messy right now. I'm just so hyped for this. Oh yeah. So typically, you would say a fusion card would seem the same, but in all honesty, they are pretty different. One is a lighter shade than the other, and the other goes in your extra deck, while the normal goes into your normal deck, and so on and so forth. But anyway, I have fusion monsters, so let's get on. So the way how you would summon a fusion monster. Typically, it would be the same thing as summoning a synchro monster, except when synchro monsters, all you need is a tuner monster and another normal tuner or non-tuner monster. But in order to fusion summon, you need a special spell card called Polymerization. I was able to get my hands on this today, and I traded a couple cards for it. Sadly, Volcasaurus is no longer with us. He is in the hands of another duelist. He shall always be remembered. Don't worry, Volcasaurus, you will hold a place in all of our hearts. Thank you. But anyway, polymerization, you take two or more monsters, activate polymerization, then send said cards to the graveyard along with the polymerization to then fusion summon a monster. So in this case, I have Cyber Twin Dragon. So the way how I would fusion summon him, so let's say he's in my extra deck. In my hand, let's say I had polymerization and I have two Cyber Dragons in my hand, and I draw one. Well, on my turn, oh, Buster Blader, nice to see you here. But anyway, so yes, I have two Cyber Dragons and one Buster Blader. Now, if you look at a fusion monster, normally they just like a synchro. Oh God, if my camera could adjust, that'd be nice. I think you might be able to read that. It says two Cyber Dragons, but just like a tuner monster, it requires certain monsters to be put together in order for it to be fusion summoned. So in this case, Cyber Twin Dragon requires two Cyber Dragons. So thankfully, like I have those in my hands now. Here, what I could either do is that I could either use Polymerization now and send both of these Cyber Dragons to the graveyard to then fusion summon my Cyber Twin Dragon, or how other people would do it is that they would sometimes wait, like they'll have their cards set, and then they might, I don't know, say summon one fusion material, and just in case if things are getting a bit too heavy, they'll activate Polymerization now, and then just send one card from their graveyard and send the card from their field to their graveyard, and then they would fusion summon. So, quick thing to note, I know I said this in my last I believe it was either in my Synchro Monsters video or it was in my, I believe my phases video, well, video on the game itself. But I kept getting this mixed up, and I'm sorry for that. But fusion monsters and synchro monsters do not work on rank, and that is the final answer. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That is it. Final answer. Cashing everything in. Only XZ's monsters work on rank. Okay, I'm glad I was able to get that through. I had a couple of my friends who watched this and said I got my facts twisted. Thank you guys for telling me that. I swear I would have looked like an idiot on the internet. But there we go. Those are fusion monsters. Need two. Well, need the requirements and polymerization. So yeah. There you go. So now you can get out there and start mastering the summoning technique of the fusion monsters. Yeah, it took me a while to get this, and I'm sorry it took me so long. It's just that, you know, I didn't really have enough time to really go to the store to try to buy a card pack, so I couldn't really try to find a fusion monster, but luckily my friends had tons of cards. We were able to get something going. We were able to trade a couple. Like I said, Volcasaurus is gone. May he always be held in our hearts. The card's not destroyed, but I traded it to a friend for another Cyber Dragon, Polymerization, and twin Cyber Dragon. So Yeah, he shall always be with us in our hearts. We shall never forget him. But anyway, yep, that is it for Fusion Monsters. I wish this video could be a lot longer, but there you go. There it is. Um, I I believe the next time you will see me, I will be dueling at school with the friends whom I traded cards with. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something new. Please, Chaos, control that like button and duel on. Thank you all. Have a good night.